Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Bumblebee. Okay, so we first have to pick a color which resembles Bumblebee. That's kind of difficult, so we have to go to the advanced palette, and stick drift is going to ruin my day here. We'll do max brightness, start on that, and we have to try and find an orange that resembles, I think that one's a bit brighter, but I think that resembles it. So we're going to stick with that. So we'll continue with this. Now we need to add some layers. So we're going to go to the above and we're going to free shot. Let's just confirm it there. We're going to go to the third page. We'll get the rounded one. Yeah. And we need to make it black, but there's not necessarily a black one. So this is what you have to do. You have to come to this gray, press Y for the advanced palette, and you need to come down to brightness and turn it completely off. And then we now have it, so you press A and we can start transforming into the two black stripes that Bumblebee has. So you need to make it longer. So what you want to do, you want to press LB and you want to stretch it. Okay, so it curves with the front of the bonnet. So I guess that's a big enough stripe. So here, now what you want to do, if you're on PlayStation, it should be L1, but on Xbox, it's LB. And you want to use the left stick to change the angle so that it curves around with the front end. So I think that looks good, but if we move it back a tiny bit, because I know the Bumblebee stripe has a little detailing on the edges, so we're going to need to add that. We could make the stripe a bit bigger. I think we'll make it a bit bigger. Let's do that. So let's just make it that. There we go. That looks like a decent size. Now it's not the easiest to work with this, but once you have played around a bit, you can actually get used to it. So we need to copy and paste that layer. All you need to do is click on this and it will say copy, and then you click on it again and click paste. Click the same thing again, paste it, and it will just do the second layer here. So now we can cancel that, move to the second layer, and now we just need to move it. We don't need to do anything else. We just need to move it. So does that, it's going to be that, and then we need to flip the way that it's facing so that, I have no idea why this one looks smaller. So I guess we'll make it a bit bigger. Correct size is around about that. There we go. That looks like a good size. Okay, so far, this is what we have. We have the two stripes on the front, which are actually decently placed. The stick drift is why the thing is getting smaller as well, but we need to take this. Here, I'll show you guys. So you copy it, and then you click it again and paste, and press A again, paste, and now we should, you could just cancel it, and now we should transform. If we move this across, it'll take some time, but there we go. The stripe for the top, but we need to make it longer. So what we'll do is just stretch that. It seems correct. No, stick drift, why have you done this? No, the stick drift ruined it for me. Okay, so that looks correct. So we're just going to confirm that. And what we'll do is just take this one, copy it, click this, paste, and paste it. There we go. Now we can cancel and move it with transform, move it down, and just line it up. And I think that looks good. Then again, you see, if I'm looking at it now, the middle of the car looks like it would be the little Bluetooth thing, the little fin, the shark fin on top, and obviously the top one is actually closer to it, so it's kind of worrying. We need to add a layer, and we need it to be the rear above. Can we not free shot the back? I mean, we can, but it wouldn't let us before, so let's just confirm it. We'll just make it bigger. Let's do this. Go to the palette, change it to black. Size-wise, I think that would look good. We just need to stretch, and that's stretched. Maybe make it a bit bigger. Yeah, that looks good. And then we can now print that. I accidentally made many layers of the same print, but that's fine. We can just transform, move it across, and make sure it's lined up, which looks like that. Confirm it, and now we should start to see the basics of Bumblebee, which we do. Nice. The next thing we could do is add tail lights, fin lights, etc. We'll do that after. So we can go back. Chassis. The thing is, Bumblebee on some movies, yeah, as you can see, the front split and it's black with side skirts he sometimes has. So what we'll do, make it black. What's just happened? We need to advance palette. There we go, make it black. Now if we look, there we go. We have the bottom part as black. You could also make it just the standard orange. Okay, so now we come into this and let's take this and let's find the perfect color, which seems to be like this, but it does seem a bit off. No, that does look correct, I guess. So you can either have this or you could keep it as the black, which I think we will probably do. Change the glass, we'll make that black. Come to this, change the saturation to black. There we go. We could also put an Autobot logo, but I don't think he has that on the inside of his car. It's on the steering wheel. We need to change the rim color. So in the movie, it's sort of a chrome. So let's change the material. Let's do it this metal. And let's look for the good chrome. I think that's correct. That looks correct. Now, obviously, how accurate you want to be is all dependent on you. But we're gonna let's try and do the headlights. So to do the front, you know what? I'm new to this. We're gonna try as well. So we just want to add some gray to this part here. All right, let's take this triangle, spin it with this color, spin it. Now let's start doing some weird stuff to it and let's see what works and what doesn't. So we just spin it to here and then start stretching. Nice. So now if we bring it to here with a smaller size, that almost works, if I'm honest. You know what? I think that works. This is our design, right? So I think this works. So I think we're gonna keep that. We're gonna print that. All right, so we can take this, we can copy it, and we can now click A again, paste it, paste, and cancel, go into it, transform, and work with this now. So how do we flip it? Is there any way that we can flip this? If I press LB, if I press the LS in, it just did some naughty thing that we did not want it to do. Let's try and make it work with what we did. So we just stretched and stretched, and that looks familiar, to be honest. A bit bigger maybe. Okay, I think we've done it. And there we go, we have some headlights. It looks kind of good, you know, that looks okay. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's something. Okay, so now we could just go to the rear, right? And we could just free shot this to here and just take this one and make it smaller with some red. Make it a lot smaller. And all we need to do now is make it fit into this. So we can just stretch. I think that would look okay. It's kind of a weird angle. So I guess if you wanted to slant it like this, you could do so, which I think works better. So we're gonna print that. We're gonna go back and we're gonna just check that out quickly. Oh my God, we just perfected that. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna copy and we're going to paste 1, paste 2, paste 3, paste 4. And now we can just go on to it, transform, drag it in as much as it needs. This one's a bit of a different one. So we're gonna slant it a tiny bit more and make it, no, we don't even need to make it bigger, to be honest. We can just literally move it next to each other. It's kind of over the black, as you can see, so I guess we can make it smaller just so it fits. Now we take the 11th, drag that all the way across. And now this one, I guess, is going to be inverted. So what we're going to do is hold LB again, and we need to spin it the other way, which is just move the right stick right. Okay, there we go. And now we can take the 12th one, transform, drag it across. Now we've accidentally made the other one a bit smaller, so we'll just hold LB, use the right stick and make it bigger. And there you go, we have the rear lights, the stripe, the color, the front lights. And I think that's a good job. We'll save it as B. I saved one previously, but I didn't add the headlights, I just added it in for you guys. So we're gonna overwrite this and we're going to share it. And we'll keep it under the tag. We'll just do fun so that you guys can find it easier if you want to. And we'll share it. And there we go. We now have Bumblebee in Hot Wheels. If you wanted, you could change the Camaro badge colors. You could do a little more as an Autobot sign, but that's up to you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Obviously, it's a bit weird to work with, but to change the shape of things, how I did, all you really want to do is hold LB and it gives you a list of more options. And to change it and distort it, you just hold LB and use the left stick. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.